This is the Museum of Ducati, starting back in the early or late 40s. Ducati began to make motorcycles. Before that, they were into different types of engines, actually, for even small motorboats. But after the war, Italy needed cheap transportation and reliable transportation, and they began building these types of motorcycles. And this museum houses all of the historically significant bikes throughout the years. And go up here a little bit further, be able to share with you the Ducati that I ride. We up to the 70s, where the two-valve, see these two-cylinder motors started coming into the production. These are all race bikes too. Ducati's always been known as a racing heritage. So we're into, again, the late 70s here, and Ducati was dominating this market. And then we came into the 80s, where we began seeing the 851. And the 851 was the first model that came up with 4 valves per cylinder. That was a technological innovation at that time, and allowed more power, more fuel, and more air to come into the cylinders, rather than previous to that. Here's the 87 851. And then prior to that, we just had 2 valves for the intake and the exhaust. So 1 intake, 1 exhaust. So when you go to 4 valves, you have 2 intakes and 2 exhaust valves moving air and fuel in and out of the motors. Then we move forward in time into now the superbike of my Ducati love is a Ducati 916, and several years of the success there till we move to finally in 1998 is the last year of the 916, and then we move to the 996 and 998 through the 04 and 05, and then in 05 we bring in the 999 and the years of that, through then in 2007 we begin seeing the 1098 models of the current 1098 and 1198. So those are all the factory models that you can buy off the shelf. But what you find here then are the bikes that are one-offs. These were the what we call MotoGP bikes, where these bikes you cannot buy from a dealer. They're purposely made for the highest level racing in motorcycling. So all of this and more, thought I'd show it to you. Thanks. Bye. Oh, one last thing. You always got to have a trophy case, and Ducati has quite a few. From design trophies to World Championship trophies, Ducati has quite a few.